All right, here we are in my 2023 Model Y Performance. I just want to touch on something. Right here is the wireless charger. Everyone probably knows there is a wireless charger, but most people that make these videos for Teslas are iPhone folks. I have a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. It's obviously a wide phone when you open it up, and then when you close it up, it's a thin phone. Hold your phone next to it so you can see how much thinner it is. This is the Samsung S23 Ultra, and this is the Z, so it's a lot thinner. So part of me, before I purchased this car, I was wondering if my phone will wireless charge on that. Now, obviously, if you have it wide open, it's not going to fit right, you know. Actually, a little bit, it does charge. I didn't think that was even going to be possible, but it did charge. How about that? I mean, I wouldn't do it like that. That was probably just a fluke. There's a much larger lip here than I realized before. So, you know, maybe a ½ inch deep or so. I don't know. If you have a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 or 4 or 3, no worries. It fits in here just fine, and it will charge, and it doesn't slide around. Like, I drove all the way from Louisville to Lexington with this, hour and 11 minute-ish, and no qualms. Like, it sits there just fine. Z Fold 5, and that's the S23 Ultra, and you know, they're both charging up just fine. And I've seen people say that the iPhones get hot thing on there, so I don't know if that's an iPhone thing, I don't know if that's their iPhone thing or an older Tesla thing, but you know, mine's the 2023, picked up in December. Oh yeah, so most of the phones are iPhones. This is Android, of course, so I don't know if it's an Android thing or a newer Tesla thing or what it is, but mine, when it charges to 100%, it will just turn green here, and it will be just fully charged. There's no problem. It doesn't. I saw some videos saying that the iPhones, it would keep getting hot and just keep charging up. Android doesn't do that. But again, I don't know if that could have been that person's iPhone or it could have been that person's car. Who knows? But if you have an Android and a Tesla, no qualms. Works pretty great. Hey, you all know me. I like to have the latest and greatest. I got iPhones, I got Galaxies, I got Teslas, and I know all that stuff can get very expensive. That's why me personally, I like to save money in other areas whenever I can. That's why I'm excited to tell you about how I partnered with Mint Mobile to show you how you can save some money too. Have you ever just stopped and thought, why in the MASH IT is my wireless bill so expensive? Oh yeah. What are you even paying all that money for? Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk and text, mobile hotspots. But guess what? Mint Mobile offers all of that for as low as $15 per month. And you know Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network, so there's no reason to pay more than you have to for access to premium wireless. Plus, it's super easy to switch to Mint. Thanks to digital eSIM cards, you can sign up and activate immediately from the comfort of your own home. And if your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new physical SIM card for free. And I can tell you from personal experience, my physical SIM card from Mint Mobile shipped super quick. My S23 Ultra was eSIM compatible, but you know I switch phones a lot, so I asked for a physical SIM card instead, and I got it in the mail the very next day. Now, of course, depending on where you live, it might take a bit longer, but for me, it was super quick and super easy. So stop overpaying for wireless service. Go to trymintmobile.com/5after12, link in the description, and get yourself a premium wireless plan for as low as $15 a month. Oh, one other tip I did when I first had it, you have the phone as your key, and then you have the card key, right? And for the most part, you shouldn't have to use the card key, but every once in a while I'd walk up to the car and it wouldn't recognize me, and I'd have to, reopen the app or something like that. If you go to the battery settings, and initially it was on optimized, if you change it to restricted, obviously it's gonna be worse. I put mine on unrestricted. Since I've had it on unrestricted, there's been maybe one scenario in the month I've had it where I walked up to the car and it didn't instantly recognize me. Whereas when I had it on optimized, it would be every once in a while I'd have to, and even then, if it doesn't recognize you, all you gotta do is just open the app up and then it will recognize you and work just fine. But initially it was a little wonky sometimes. But ever since I moved it to unrestricted, no problem now. It might be a slightly bigger battery hit on your phone, but it's just something you gotta decide if you want to deal with. Anyhow, that's it. Short, sweet. I'm gonna make more Tesla content. I'm a big fan of the car, of course. I know there's a lot of Tesla videos, but I'm going to try to cover stuff that I don't normally see. So one thing that you're going to see me repeat a lot, because it's something, a question I had before I bought my Tesla, was I was worried that the Model Y Performance would be a lot rougher ride than a Model Y Long Range. And I had only test driven a Model Y Long Range with the 20-inch wheels. I had never been in a performance model before, and I just bought it sight unseen essentially. And I can report back that, at least for me, I don't notice any problems, right? It's pretty smooth, maybe a little bit rougher than the Model Y, but not a big deal. I think in the older models, the suspension was a lot rougher and a lot more harsh, but in my model, we don't have any qualms, right? I mean, my previous car was the Cadillac XT4, so this is just about as smooth as that car. Obviously better performance. Anyhow, more videos come. Big fan. The Tesla gets a big thumbs up. No regrets buying it. I don't want to pay for it, but I don't regret it. And if you're going to buy something, of course, use my Tesla link. Helps me out, helps you out. And I'm just going to use it to buy accessories for the Tesla. Like I bought the Tesla floor mats already with my own money in the Tesla license plate frame. And anyone that uses my points, I'm going to use those points to buy more stuff to make more videos on. So
help me help you.
I did not use a referral. I thought I did, and then didn't do it right, I guess. So I did not get the free FSD, but I got the free charging. So I would say make sure you click the link right before you bought it. I clicked the link a couple of weeks ago, and I guess it didn't. I thought I'd saved it, but it did not, I guess. And so make sure you click the link right before you go to purchase it so you can get the benefits. You know, even if you don't use mine. I mean, I prefer you use mine, of course, but just make sure you use someone's so you get that benefit, because you'll get free full self-driving and free charging, sometimes money off. It just, you know, they change the incentives around. But when I was buying, I would have gotten free self-driving. Now the charging was free based on the end of year incentive. So I've already showed this on the Model Y. No shockers, no different that the Model X will charge the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 no problem. It is at 100% charge already, and that's what I was saying. When you put it on the charger, it says 100% and it says fully charged, and it doesn't get hot anymore. And this is my son's Model S24 Ultra, and you can see it just charges right up there as well. So the S24 Ultra fits just fine, and the Z Fold 5 also fits just fine, even though they're substantially different size phones. And like, mine's not hot at all. There's no temperature concerns with it there. I will say that my brother-in-law's iPhone didn't charge. From whatever case he had, wasn't charging it. Took it out of the case, it would charge just fine. But so I don't know if that's an iPhone thing or an Android better to charge, or if the iPhone's more finicky to charge, or if it's just simply a matter of the case. I mean, it didn't seem like he had too thick of a case, but whatever reason, his wasn't charging. But in general, I find the charger on both my Model Y and this Model X to be great. So another point before we wrap up here, this is the Plaid, Model X Plaid that I'm in with my phone in this wireless charger. Even if I'm wilding out Plaid driving, the phone never flies off of there. It stays still. And this is, you know, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. You know, it doesn't have mag charging like an iPhone, so it's not magnetized there. It just happens to sit there. The angle, I don't know, whatever Tesla did with the angle and just the way this is contoured out, it just seems to fit perfectly, and it just doesn't come off, so it's pretty great. I have a wireless charger in my Cadillac XT4 and a wireless charger in the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and you know, this phone's problematic in there. It slides off the charger sometimes because of how thin it is, but here, no problem in the Tesla whatsoever. That's part of what I was concerned with before buying Tesla, but the Tesla works great, so big thumbs up.